Hello friends, this is your Trendline investor providing the Nifty outlook for the 16th of July 2021. Now before we jump into this video, I want to make a small announcement. Now from Monday onwards, the Nifty daily outlook video and the Trade with Trendline investor series video would be merged into a single video. Now also the video would be scheduled to be uploaded at 6 a.m. in the morning or even earlier. And though the videos will be merged into one video, the sections can be easily identified. So if you are interested only in the Nifty daily outlook, then that should be in the first half and on the first few minutes. And if you're interested purely in the Trendline Trade with Trendline series, investor series, then that's going to be probably in the second half of the video. So for people who are new to my channel, the Trade with Trendline investor series is a positional trading series where I trade with a starting capital of 1 lakh, and I'll be sharing my trades and also discussing the learnings on a daily basis. So I'm sure you would be finding it useful. Do join me if you haven't yet, and we're going to learn a lot together. So let's jump into the Nifty outlook for today. Now for beginners to my channel, for newbies to my channel, this is what I'll be covering. What happened in the markets in the previous session, key learnings from the previous session, my market view for tomorrow, which will include both a long plan and a short plan. So what happened in the markets yesterday? So as per the plan, right? So I shared a plan yesterday in the video. One should have gone long at the opening with 825 as stop. Now that was the plan. Even if you didn't go long at open, then you could have probably gone long, around 1040 when we made a new high, all-time high, and you could have kept the swing low as a stop. Right, and then the markets went up, you could have made some decent profits. But overall, we had a beautiful day yesterday because we finally managed to break out that key 15, 9, 10, 9, 15 levels. That was a very frustrating resistance level for many days, but finally managed to close even above that. But also significant point to note is the retest towards 910. So we did break out from here. So if you see, I'm just zooming out. If you see here, this was the level that we were struggling with. So we broke out here around 1050, and then we did retest also, and we again did a retest. So probably I think we are done with the retest now, and we should head higher from here. But the key level to watch out is that 15910 level where we retested twice today. Right, so that's a breakout, a perfect retest, and now probably we should now head higher. But apart from this, if you notice, the markets are now starting to trend in a parallel channel, and we might just be, we may just have another beautiful day tomorrow with a good trending day. Otherwise, the higher and higher low structure is still intact, and the short-term trend also remains up. Now, some people might ask, how did it draw this parallel channel? Now, the key 2 points is this and this. So if you're just hiding everything, and if you're just looking at this trend overall, you would notice that these 2 points here is kind of on the same level, and you can literally draw a line here. And if you see here, there's literally a line here. So that's how you draw. So you just take your parallel channel, and just connect these 2 points, and you would see this point automatically connects, and then probably this is going to confirm that this is a perfect parallel channel tomorrow when we have a reversal. But in the upper side, this is very clear. So we had 1, 2, and third point, right? So bottom one, I'm just not sure about this point, but these two are definitely levels because of which this parallel channel is a valid channel. Now, tomorrow, if you reverse from here, then that makes it a very valid parallel channel. So what's the learning from yesterday's session? If after a strong gap up, the market dips for some time, right, and your plan was to go long, not many would have the guts to actually go long because it opened high and then we went low. Now, this fear is actually a very common fear for beginners, or even for people who are in the markets for a few months or few years. But this fear can only be gotten rid of if you have a rule in place. Now, in case after a gap up there was a dip, and if you had a rule, something like 30 points stop is your rule generally, or 20 point stops, or you don't afford to have more than a 40 point stop, then what you have to do is you have to wait for that level to come. Right. So for example, if your rule was that you do not want to have a stop more than 30 points, then actually we capped above 30 points. So 15,845 was the close, and then we opened at 15,878. Right. So that's a 33 point stop. Now, if you actually had a rule saying that I will not take a trade with a stop loss less than 30 points, then you would not have taken the trade at open. But the moment there was a dip, you should have taken that long trade, because your view yesterday, as per yesterday's closing, was that today we are still long and we're still making higher highs. So any dips must have been bought. Now, unless you don't have such kind of a rule, it is very difficult to trade in markets. And this fear can be only got ridden off only if you practice real time, continuously keep practicing real time. And there is no shortcut in markets apart from experiencing live trades. Now, a lot of people say paper trades and all, you have to start as if you're a beginner. To me, paper trading really does not work, because you don't deploy real money and you don't really go through those real emotions when you deploy real money. So that's the learning, guys. But what's my view for today? Now, Nifty is actually in a strong uptrend. So we have been in a very strong uptrend in the last 3 sessions since the 13th of July. And we're continuously forming higher high and higher lows. Now, we also broke the major resistance, as I mentioned, which was 59.10, 915 levels. So the plan is to look for only longs for now, unless we go below 15,910 again. So what is the plan for long? So if you open flat tomorrow, or if you open mildly positive or mildly negative in the range of 59.15, 915, 930, right? So this level, right? So you need to watch out for any opening, in this range. So if you open anywhere in this range tomorrow, then you can actually go long with a stop at 15,910 for a target of 15,950 or 980. Now 950 is this, and 980 is probably the upper end of the channel around here, right? So even 16,000 probably. But otherwise, if you have a gap up towards 950 odd here, even then you can go long with a stop at 910, but depending on the stop loss. So if we gap up towards 950, then that's a 40-point stop. So if you're comfortable, take it. Otherwise, do not take it, wait for a dip, and then you can tell your stop as and when we head higher. Now, if you gap up above 950, so which means we gap up somewhere around here, then I would wait for a swing low to form and then go long, with a swing low as a stop. But the best risk reward tomorrow, the best trade would be if we touch the parallel channel here somewhere, during the first, if you touch here 915 or somewhere around that level, if you touch the parallel channel, then reverse, then that's probably a very good risk reward setup that you might want to watch out for. Keep the stop loss as the 5-minute candle low, just around the parallel channel, and that would give you probably a good trade tomorrow. Now, what is the short plan? The short plan is only if you go below 910, which means we would also break this channel over here. So both, if it happens, then you can go short, probably, for lower targets of, 15,870 or so, around this range, right? So that's what you have to look out for. But as usual, always trail your stop. That's the best way to do it. And yeah, that's my analysis, guys, for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Do share this video with your friends who are intraday traders, and also with relatives, and hit the subscribe button. Thank you.